Welcome to session 8, the final session in module 3. We're going to explore something that I am particularly interested in and is an increasing need for focus of healthcare in developing countries. We're going to look at trauma as a burden of disease. And it's absolutely fascinating that if you look at the tables now, trauma or injury and death from road traffic collisions in particular is ranked about 7th in the leading causes of death worldwide. And more focus needs to be undertaken on how we can reduce, mitigate or prevent deaths and injury from trauma, many of which are preventable. So during this module, we're going to look at what trauma is, how we define it, and its role as a burden of disease in developing countries. We'll explore the reasons for this and trauma as a public health challenge, and why it's been termed a neglected epidemic. Many of the deaths from trauma injuries are preventable, and by the end of the session we would have examined strategies and initiatives that are in place by various organisations around the world to help reduce deaths from trauma-related injuries. Format will be much like the previous sessions, with interactive graphs and text, some presentations audio-visual, some short media clips, case studies, and some papers, evidence-based papers. Formative assessment, well, just some reflective learning really. We're going to be using the learning journal, perhaps the discussion board as well, and I'll be very keen for, by the end of the week, really to have an outline of a proposal for a post-Millennium development goal which targets reducing morbidity and mortality from trauma, developed by each student. Only a short summary of how a Millennium development goal could be put together and could be focused on preventable deaths from trauma. I hope you enjoy the module. Drop me an email if you've got any questions, and I look forward to meeting you again at the end of the session.